So this is my idea for a Skyrim series. So we're going to start out with a session 0. What that means is it's planning before you play the game. It's usually a D&D term, so we're just going to, what do we want out of this? How do I make this entertaining? What's my character going to be like? What mods do I have? So currently, I think I'm basing this off of a Skyrim tale by Venturian Tale. You might know him if you're a boomer like me. I'm really not that old. The point is, it's based on it and his series. It was a big inspiration. So let's get into the character. So I don't have a name for this character yet. And my idea for the character themselves is a orc who uses alchemy, one-handed restoration, and heavy armor. So let's just do this. So alchemy and then one-handed restoration. So the idea behind this is to get kind of close to what, well, there's one other YouTuber. I'm basing this off of a lot of YouTubers here, but I'm kind of basing it off of Technoblade. You might know about him, but the idea is he never really used an offhand shield. He was always using like a cool crossbow or just using a sword and charging in with a bunch of potions. Obviously that's Minecraft. So I'm obviously not going to name them Technoblade. I'm going to give them an actual name and not some cringy YouTuber name. So what else do I think this should have? Obviously the character is going to make use of Berserk power, which has some pretty significant things. I'm currently a big fan of it. It just gives you like half non-magical damage and double damage non-magic. So what this means is you take half damage from non-magical sources and you double damage from non-magical sources. Very useful. The issue is that I'm mostly going to get destroyed by mages anyways, because I'm using one-handed instead of like, I don't know, destruction or archery. Archery is great at fighting mages, by the way. You should try it. So I think that's enough for the character. I'm gonna go over some major mod themes. So I'm having kind of these ideas like it's a little bit realism, a little bit horror. So realism and horror. So what this is that it's just going to be, like, for example, there's just one mod that makes your followers more mortal. Because obviously followers aren't going to be very susceptible in an actual combat scenario. They're just people like you. So they should obviously die, like you. And like I just want to have a good story. I want to make something that's interesting. So should I say killable? No. I should say mortal followers. I want them to die because it makes a more interesting story. Obviously, I have a funeral mod for that. It just makes for a better story. And I also have a mod for food and sleep. Better than the... What was it called again? It was... I forgot. It's just some survival thing. Default. Better than the default survival. What else? I think I'm going to use something to make the party more interesting. And what I mean by the party is a group of adventurers, like multiple followers. See, it's like mortal followers, but cooler. Multiple follower mods means you can get like proper fun stuff. Because that means you have like, I don't know if they interact with each other at all, but them being around kinda makes things more interesting. Like a single follower, that's not too interesting. But multiple followers, that makes things very interesting. Because you can, well, it just more interactions happen. I'm going to, right, rules. So rules for this. Obviously, no super powerful exploits. Do it for the content and fun. What else? What else? What other types of rulings? How about one fast travel per recording? How about no? Fast travel only when better for recording. So basically, I know travel isn't always the most interesting thing. Sometimes you just want to skip that, get to the next part. So fast travel only when it's better for the recording. And I think fast travel is not the most interesting thing because you can actually find some pretty interesting stuff just from like exploring around in the world. Especially because you have, well, I have a lot of extra mods for like areas to visit. So what else do I have? So no super powerful exploits, do it for fun and content. Fast travel, only when better for recording. Yeah, those are pretty good. Pretty good. This is kind of it's for these people who inspired me. For the people who inspired me to make content, Venturian Tale, I wouldn't have ever gotten into the Elder Scrolls without him. And that's something very big. Like, 10 years ago, he made some crazy good content, some just amazing Skyrim videos. And I'm still affected by that. this is why I'm getting into the Elder Scrolls for content reasons. I'm being like him. And the reason that I'm a YouTuber is because of Technoblade. Well, partially because of him. Partially because of other people. Like, it was always an interest for me, like, ever since, like, Jacksepticeye, but mostly Technoblade. For being the biggest inspiration. Is that even how you say that? I don't know. There we go. For me, getting into So yeah, being the biggest inspiration for me getting into YouTube. Yeah, I think this is good stuff. You can copy a similar type of theme for this type of stuff. I think that's good enough. I think this is enough. Okay. Well, I'll see you when I make the content. Goodbye.